Up next, we have a short presentation by Goce Mitevski, Chief Commercial Officer at Makedonski Telekom. Goce, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Galena. It's my honor today to have a chance to address this forum and talk about sustainability, digital transformation, and digital readiness of Macedonian society and businesses. Thank you. We can move on to the first slide exactly. Yeah, I can do it myself. Let us check if this works. Yeah. Okay. Digitization, digital transformation seems to be the most used term recently. And we are talking about digitization of businesses, digitization of society, digitization of processes. What actually this means sustainable development in the future will bring a great capitalization on digitization, Internet of Things becoming essential for sustainable food production and health, artificial intelligence used to optimize energy production and water treatments, smart technologies providing equal access to services and increase well-being, and last but not least, digitization actually guiding actions in facing climate change and protect biodiversity. Just as an intro, we did second year in a row together in cooperation with Ipsos a research on digital readiness of Macedonian companies, not only as a normal process of digital transformation and seeing, seeing the need of growing community of businesses and economic environment and the society, but also we saw in year 2020, the year of beginning of the pandemic, that the double times increasing the number by double times from the companies that are closed in comparison to previous year. So this need to be a little bit more researched by our side. So we invested in this research and we saw that the biggest number of the companies were belonging to the micro segments. But let us see altogether where are we in EU terms or toward in comparison to other countries. We used methodology of DESI index, Digital Economy and Society Index, which is around 40, which contains 40 indicators divided in 5 dimensions: connectivity, human capital, use of internet, integration of digital technology and digital public services. And in comparison, when we take connectivity, for example, we're above EU average. We're above EU average, so we have something to be proud of. So just to mention that 2014, in this year, we were first country fully digitally transformed from telecommunication infrastructure perspective. But EU average is 97%, Macedonia is 98%. When it comes to 4G coverage, EU average is 91%. We are 100% fully covered with 4G coverage. Social networks, we are above EU. I guess Macedonians and Balkan people are more present on Instagrams and Facebooks and TikToks, I don't know, than EU average. But let us see the other dimensions. When it comes to using EU government services, EU average is almost 60%, and we are 20% level. When it comes to e-health services, this information is not available. I guess it's very low. So EU average is 18%. But this is also very important information why young people or people that are, starting not just a company but a family will stay in this region. Not only Macedonia, we talked a lot about uniting this Balkan region, etc., etc. So there are really clear indicators showing us what are the fields that we need to focus on. When we analyzed in depth digital readiness of Macedonian companies, we divided them in 3 groups. You know, not digitally mature, those are the ones that performed under 30 points in this digital DESI index. Between 30 and 55 points, they were in the middle, intermediate digital readiness, and above 55, we can talk about really digital mature companies. So, regarding digital maturity, they are divided, so 35% of Macedonian, 34% of Macedonian companies are in this field of digitally mature, so it's not bad. It's improving year on year by several points. There is a growing number of, so year on year, intermediate digital companies also grew several points. Those were coming from non-digital mature companies, which are around 38, 31%. When we are talking about segmenting these companies, so from when you take medium and large companies, large ones above 250 people employed, we have 100% digital readiness of the companies, so mainly medium and large are okay. Small, when we are coming to very small enterprises or small and medium enterprises, it's really low. Why is this one? The most common reasons that they said that they had as a problems, as a challenges, it's price cost perspective, technical support, and complexity. So we talked a lot about support to startups or support to Macedonian economy from prime ministers, also to previous speakers. But I think just from seeing this picture, we can see really what we need to do and where we need to support which segments of companies supporting digital transformation. I think we skipped. Okay. Which industries are front runners in this digital readiness and increasing the percentage of digital readiness? We're seeing that information and communication technology, of course, it's expected. Transport and storage and construction are leading technologies growing year on year. Transport and storage grew, I think, double times year on year. The other industries, the lowest ones are electricity, gas, and water supplies, for example, and these are also major challenges in these industries, especially into efficiency. So if we increase, for example, digital transformation in these processes in electricity, gas, water supply, we can maybe increase efficiency and improve this inflation, costs burdening the whole system. Just to be efficient with the time, I will go a little bit faster. What is the most important thing for digital transformation? Of course, is the mindset. The mindset is vital. Then that we must change the mindset. We must change the way we think. It is more about humans than machines, and it's a valuable gift to create grounds for the new generations. And it is also understanding that breaking the boundaries of the market, of the mindset, because these are mindset boundaries, seeing the markets as a geographical ones. Virtualization and digitization are opening the world as a market. We are seeing this also as a challenge for our company, that we must see the growth in the world market, not in a geographical one. So, of course, sorry for this one. networks. I don't know where to point this one in order to work. Okay. Of course, digitization and digital transformation, yeah, this is what I needed. Needs state-of-the-art network and is based on advanced, stable, and proven network technologies. So nevertheless, if it is FTTH, so fiber technology, SD-WANs, 5G, narrowband IoT, we have it here in Macedonia, and you saw it that we're above EU average. So in case of this dimension of the network technology, nevertheless technology agnostic, which technology is used, we can say that in Macedonia we are ready. We are fully ready to base all of this digital transformation over the infrastructure. Next slide. Okay. I guess these slides are not going, are jumping over each other. Well, of course, I think you heard this term that about the fourth industrial revolution, the data is the new gold. Data is the new oil. Data is everything. So we need to prepare ourselves for entering into this digital ocean. So it's not that let us all jump into this digital ocean unprepared. We must think, I think the previous speakers talked about security, a lot about security. Security will become really, really one of the most important subjects for, how to say, trusting, for increasing trust in this digital transformation field, from which, when you start, there is no going back. Just to quote some of the speakers before. And of course, it is also a major driver in the future economic growth. So we need to digitize the entire society. We need to digitize the entire society. Smart cities are also one of the next phases of digital evolution and using technology for good. The cities in the world are more than 50% of the world populations lives in the cities, and they're how to say, backbone of economic growth and prosperity. And when we take Macedonia and Balkan region, I think this percent is even higher. So the percentage in which the major economic growth is based, I think it's Skopje, it's the capital. This is why we need to, by connecting physical infrastructure and unleashing full potential of digital technologies to make cities smarter, more competitive and more sustainable, allowing residents a higher quality of life and contribute to better and more sustainable world, we are also helping digitization move faster. It is also important to know that a lot of economists says we are growing, GDP is growing, I don't know which percentage, etc., etc. Balkan region, Balkan economies, the Balkan countries, in order to catch up with the developed world, in order to catch up with our EU countries, or I don't know, not to mention even other ones, need to grow at a double-digit growth. So we don't need to grow at 4, 5, 3%, I don't know. It's good for big, how to say, volume economies, but I don't know, for us, I think we must aim for more than double-digit growth. So it's around 10 to 15%. And digital transformation, if used right, if used, how to say, all of these items like, how to say, digital certificate authorities, digital signatures, electronic invoicing, etc., etc., could bring developing economies into this field of 10 to 15% GDP growth year over year. So it's very important to do this right. It's very important to be on Prime Minister's agenda. It's very important to have top-down approach. it's very important not to wait other laws or regulations, but to do it immediately for this one. And of course, I will finish with this one. I call all of you to stand together and use all of our capacity in building bridges toward new value creation and more sustainable, connected, and livable future. The society grows great where people plant trees in which shades they may never sit in. Good people do things for other people. And we are united under the platform of Macedonia 2025, fully supporting these values. Thank you very much.